Yo, Sanjay Uchiha here, people, giving you my review on Dragon Ball Super Episode 87. Yet another episode that I suppose just buying time and stalling till the tournament starts. Yay. But I mean, there's not really much to say about this episode. We really just continue off last week and Goku's continue to see Goku's attempt to recruit Cyborg number 17. And as expected, if you've seen the spoilers, we went ahead and we got some poachers in this episode. The general synopsis is that some poachers come from space. Goku and 17 go on the ship, beat up a bunch of space poachers. That's basically it. Like literally, I my general opinion on this episode is it's okay. It's nothing extraordinary. I think even though last week's episode was very polarizing, I found that last week was a lot more entertaining than this one. Even though the fight exchanges, even though they weren't much, but they were, the arts in these exchanges were better than last week. And just so people don't get it confused, I'm just saying the arts, not the animation. The animation was good though, like the exchanges, but last week's side was good. But yeah, that's kind of the one. So really and truly, like I don't know, people, like what you want from me. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like this episode was just meh, 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 like meh. All right, so let me try and dissect it as best as possible. I'm like what, almost 2 minutes into this quote unquote review. So we get the poachers arriving, and well, even before that, we have Goku and 17 have an extra discussion with Goku trying to convince 17 to join the team, really and truly, by telling that the prize is the Super Dragon Balls. And of course, at this point, I'm wondering like, what would 17 wish for? Because it's obvious that he's interested, because every attempt Goku has made before has been immediately shut down. So that kind of caught my interest there. Before the discussion can really end, we get the space poachers coming in, and Goku and 17 follow suit after they actually abduct all the animals and all that jazz and blues. So we get them on the ship. They basically beat up all the minions. It kind of felt fillerish as an episode, honestly, but I continue. So we get 17 come face to face with the boss, and he's your typical. I mean, from the design of him, it seems very Toriyama inspired. I don't know if Toriyama is the one that actually designed these guys for this little episode here, but even if he didn't, whoever did, it's obvious they've been inspired by Toriyama. So I think that was a nice little tidbit there. After that, we really just get 17 dominating the boss and him threatening to actually blow up the ship. And it like it's at this point that 17 like he's willing to sacrifice himself for the animals. Like I never expected that. Like how should I put it? It's just like it just seemed like something that's totally unnecessary, but whatever. And I think people are gonna bitch about this again. After 17 hits the guy out into the vast reaches of space, the pressure that actually tries to suck the oxygen out of the ship, Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue to withstand, like, jackass. Like, I don't know. I know people are gonna bitch about it. That's why I mention it. So, what? But yeah, so I know people are gonna bitch about it. So I gotta bring it up. That was totally unnecessary. It could have just powered up in his base. I'm starting to think that this is definitely the fault of Toei Animation, specifically in terms of the writing team and the direction they are taking with the episodes. I think this may be more on their heads and less on Toriyama and Toyotaro. But hey, just on the side note, speaking of Toyotaro, did you guys read Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 23? I think it was really good. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, so after this, we get I think probably the best parts of the episode was when Goku rescued 17 and the boss poacher from space, and teleported them using instant transmission to King Kai's planet. And we get a nice throwback to the Cell games when Goku went there carrying Cell and killing King Kai. And it was a nice little throwback since the guy was threatening to blow himself up. So that was fun to see. So I think that was probably the best part of the episode, honestly. It was very comedic, and the throwback, for what it's worth, anytime Super does throwbacks, I think they usually execute it well. So for what it's worth, even though it's comedy, it was pretty good. So after that, we find out he doesn't really have a bomb, and he just planned to put on a birthday party later. So whatever. So Goku and 17, they decide to come back to Earth, where they hand over the poachers to Jocko. And apparently Jocko has been hunting them for 2 years, which I think a lot of people could have predicted, because I mean it's kind of wacky. So I wasn't surprised that Jocko would be involved in this whole scenario. Sorry about that. So after giving in the poacher, 17 decides to join the team. He reveals that he wants to actually get a boat, probably costing around what, 500 million, or was it 5 billion, around that, I believe. He wants to actually travel the world with his family. I think it's pretty good. But also, I think this was another like unnecessary thing, because I'm sure Goku could just set him up and let Bulma build him a big ass boat. I mean, it's the least Bulma could do for letting 17 participate in the tournament. Even though at the moment Bulma doesn't know the consequences, but yeah. So I mean, overall, my rating for this episode was, it's just okay. It's just, yeah, I think okay plus. Just you're not really missing, well, but for the sake of the tournament, I would suggest watching it, but it's not too thrilling. But yeah, that's all I have for this one, people. If you haven't subscribed, share this video. Let me know what you thought about the episode, honestly. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you will say it was just meh, apart from the the comedic aspects, I suppose. But that's all I have for this one. Sanjay Uchiha, and I'll see you in the next one, people.